Hi, my name is Nathan Mart. I'm doing this video for my final portfolio project for NCU for my MBA. And so I'm just going to talk a little bit about myself, why I chose NCU, and some of the classes and stuff, a little bit of an overview. But the reason that I chose NCU is pretty simple. It was the ability to be able to take one class every 8 weeks, which was gigantic for me. I'm 37 years old. I'm married. I have two kids. I have a 3-year-old and an 11-month-old. And so starting this process a couple years ago, my son was 1 at the time. And so being able to balance a full-time job, being able to balance, married life, and try to fit in some schoolwork at night was, I thought was going to be a more difficult than it actually was. And I think that's a credit to NCU as far as being able to provide, access. The online, the VCamp was very easy to navigate. Having all the lecture material, the reading material, the assignments, the different sections right there, it was easy to navigate. And so I had taken classes. I had graduated from Linfield with my bachelor's in human and social services, and so I had no previous except prerequisite stuff for business. And so, but I wanted to further my career. I wanted to get in sort of the business side of where I work. I work at Serenity Lane, which is counseling, and I know that there was counseling programs out there, but I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to go toward the business route, and so I figured, doing some research online. I also had a friend who went through the program at NCU and got their master's degree, and so they highly recommended it, and it just worked out perfectly for a person who's working full time, who has a kid, one child at the time, and newly married. It was perfect to be able to do homework at night once the kid is in bed, and so the program itself was set up very very well for somebody who is a working professional and trying to further their career. And so that's why I chose NCU. And so as far as the classes go and stuff like that, the classes that I had the most difficult time were anything that had to do with numbers. Like I said, I graduated from high school in 1996. I went to college for 4 years at Southern Oregon University. I didn't graduate. And then it was about a 10-year gap or 8-year gap before I went back to Linfield to get my bachelor's. So I had no knowledge, no real memory of doing numbers, statistics, but the classes that NCU provided, accounting, finance, statistics, those were the most difficult. But again, it was set up in a way where I could read see the lecture, I could see what was expected. I was very easily walked through as far as, and the teachers did a good job as far as providing information to help, walkthroughs, step-by-step instructions. And so setting up Excel sheets and, getting the right template and the right formulas in place were difficult. But again, I think NCO did a good job of being able to provide that. It just took some time to sort of sit down and listen and, try to take in everything that was being said or being shown and applying it. And so, I think that anything that had to do with numbers, statistics, and I believe that would be the case for a lot of people going back to school who aren't readily doing, mathematic assignments and stuff like that. But what was cool about it was I was able to apply some of the statistics part and the accounting to my actual work. And so being able to get the education, but also applying it to where I actually work was huge. And I did that with all my classes. So those are the classes that were the most difficult. Classes that were classes that I enjoyed really were some of the classes such as like organizational behavior, like looking at my where I work, my organization from a bigger perspective. And I think that's what the MBA program does, is sort of broadens my perspective on things, why people are making decisions, whether it's our CEO, whether it's our CFO, why are they making decisions like that? And being in the program actually helped me to realize, oh, that's why. And organizational behavior, leadership strategies, marketing, all that stuff interests me, and I was able to really look at my job in a whole new perspective than just simply from a counseling perspective. So, and I think that's what the MBA program does, is it broadens your horizons, it broadens your perspective on how to on just what your business is doing. And so another one I liked was corporate sustainability. I thought that was really interesting as far as how corporations are more in the mindset of sustainability. For as far as consumers go, consumers like it, and really learning about some of the responsibilities corporations have to do good and to provide, give back, whether it's the environment, whether it's donations, whether it's creating environments where there's people working in good conditions. I thought that was one of the more interesting classes, was corporate sustainability. So, but I mean, so that's about it in a nutshell. I'm glad the NCU provided this program. Again, it helped me with a family and with a professional career already in place. It actually helped me to further my career and to be able to do it with a family and to be able to do it on my own time was huge. And so it was gigantic for me. I really enjoyed it, and I would highly recommend it to anybody else that was doing it or who wanted to do it. It's very doable. NCU was great as far as support and helping. I was able to email teachers; they were able to email me back, and so we had very good communication. And so I would highly recommend it to anybody. So, and with that, I'm out. Like I said, NCU program is great. The MBA program is great. I would recommend it to anybody. Thanks.